Yoo-hoo, running crew! Welcome to Dancing is Forbidden. I am Ronnie, lifelong fan of and one-time voice on Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And on this podcast, we are watching through and talking about every Aqua Teen episode, one episode at a time. And the episode we are watching through and talking about this week is Season 6, Episode 4, Chick Magnet.
What the hell happened to the roof?
What do I look like? A carpenter? All I do know is she better fix it when she arrives.
She? She who?
You know, the collective she. All women of the world. For behold, the ultimate chick magnet.
In this episode, Shake buys a magnet from a TV commercial to attract women, but it brings out the feminine side of the Aqua Teens. Joining us on this one, who better to get on this episode than Master Shake himself? Mr. Dana Snyder is joining us, and if you're keeping count here, like Thanos in the Avengers film, getting the Infinity Stones, this is just what I know from memes, by the way. I've never actually seen the movie. We've collected on the podcast Dave Willis, Matt Maiellaro, Carrie Means, and now Dana Snyder. I've got all of them, all of the main voice actors from the show. And what will I do with this newfound power that I've unlocked? Well, hopefully make a podcast episode that you'll enjoy today. That's what that Thanos guy was trying to do, right? He was trying to, get those power stones to make people happy. I don't know. I don't watch that stuff. Look, if it's your first time tuning into the podcast because Dana's on, a warm welcome. Enjoy the show here. Please, I implore you, check out our back catalog of other episodes featuring all sorts of people from Aqua Teen. If you're a returning listener, you're looking good this month. I don't know what you did since last time I saw you, but keep it up. I like it. Today on the show, not only are Dana and I talking about Chick Magnet, but we are also getting into some other things. For example, Dana's weighing in on what makes Master Shake such a popular character. Why does everyone love him? Why is he so great? Dana tells you why he suspects that is. Dana talks about voicing Master Shake for the first time and whether or not he was nervous doing it. Dana and I are writing a few The Ring movies. That's one of our new hobbies that we found throughout doing this podcast episode. And Dana is giving Master Shake dating advice in this one, if he actually did want to get chicks, because, spoiler alert, the chick magnet, it doesn't really work. Dana and I also have a really, truly exciting announcement for you at the end of our conversation, so keep an ear out for that exciting news here. And I come bearing a game, okay? If you want to play a drinking game while you listen to this one, take a drink every time I say magnet, because apparently for 32 years I've been mispronouncing it half the time. So no better way to learn how poorly you have a grasp on your native language than starting a podcast and then editing it yourself. Enough jibber-jabbering, let's go talk to Dana. I am joined today by Mr. Dana Snyder. Dana, where are you calling in from?
Well, like my state of mind or my geographic location or both.
Both, mental and physical.
Both mentally and physically. Burbank. It's a Burbank mindset.
Burbank state of mind.
It's a Burbank day. That's right. A Burbank state of mind. All of it. Very important. How are you today, Ronnie? It's nice to see you again.
I'm good. It's nice to see you too. I'm very excited to get you on the podcast. It's been a long time coming. I've been doing this show for 4 years. And I kind of blew my load getting all the other guys on so quickly at the beginning of the podcast. So I had to save you for when I needed you most.
You've tried the rest. Now try the best.
Yeah, we're here for the main course now, the entree.
Yeah, wait a minute. You've been on my podcast before I was on your podcast.
Yeah.
I had to vet you in the podcasting world.
Yeah, to see if mine was worth your time. Of course, your podcast is the wonderful None of This Matters that you do with MC Chris. How has that podcast been going?
Well, I believe they did an episode today and I wasn't in it. So
really?
I was supposed to be in Philadelphia this weekend, but through an extenuating circumstances and somebody in my family got sick and all that stuff, so I was not able to go. But partially we were supposed to, on Sunday, record a live none of this matters, which we did it once before, wherever we were last convention. And next weekend, I'm going to go to St. Louis next weekend for another, for GalaxyCon St. Louis, which I'm very excited about because I went to college in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I haven't, it's not the last time I would have been there, but I think the last time I was there was for the 50th anniversary of the entire conservatory. I did not graduate 50 years ago, Ronnie. Don't get excited.
I was going to say, you're looking good. You're looking good.
Although that's my trick. People always want to lie about their age and say they look younger. No, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Tell them you're older. Then you look great. Like, Ronnie, I don't know how old you are, but if you told people right now you're 62 years old, they'd be a lot more impressed than if you told them you're 22.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they'll be like, wow, what are you eating? You look amazing. I'm like, pizza rolls?
That's right. Exactly. See? They go about it all wrong. They want to say oh, I'm only 39. Like, no, tell them you're 69. Then it looks like you're doing something right instead of something wrong. Like an old withered 39-year-old, or you look like an incredible 69-year-old.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to keep that one in my back pocket.
Start now. Slowly start putting it in.
Start planting those seeds.
It's like people that dye their hair; they got to dye it right away. You can't like go from all gray and then the next day you have that weird like reddish Catskills crimson, Jackie Mason.
Looking around like nothing's different, like nobody notices what's happening.
What's up, guys? Getting mad if anyone keeps looking up at your head like that. No, I just wanted to. Did you see that? I needed to get that. What were we talking about? Well, I guess I'll see you later. I got to go talk to the guys about something.
Like, hey guys, my eyes are down here. All right.
Yeah.
Quit looking up top.
Yeah. But the disco party at McDonald's land is going on up there, baby.
Well, Dana, you worked on Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I did not have a lot of time to research this. You were a production assistant, right? That was your role?
Not at all.
On the show?
No.
Oh, really?
Not at all.
What did you do?
Nothing.
You didn't do anything on the show?
No.
Well, that's perfect.
I mean, I auditioned for a Master Shake, and I got it.
Oh, that's why you sound so familiar. Okay.
Yes, I hate to surprise. I know it's chameleon-like.
Yeah, so I was looking for a production assistant, so I'll have to let you go, Dana. Thanks for...
Well, next time we can try it again. Maybe I'll get a gig there in the interim. And then
carrying some coffee or something.
That's right.
Then I'll get you back on here for a real story.
That's right. I do have my... Does this count as a... I do have my Squidbillies Yeti cup.
Yes.
I don't know if you can see that, but... Oh, yeah.
I see it.
There was a little while that someone at Adult Swim was making Yeti cups. So I have a 12-ounce mouse coffee mug. I have a Squidbillies. I also have a Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell.
Oh, my gosh.
I think those are the only ones they made.
The whole kit and caboodle.
I love them. I think it was the best thing they ever made.
Because they're functional.
Uh-huh.
It's not some bull crap you hang on the wall and
I'm
forget about.
I'm surrounded by does anybody need this thing? This
what
this
is
Adult
that?
Swim, like
A banner? Like a medieval banner?
banner. That's all the 2014 wall calendar.
Yeah. Any kings or lords here, if you need something for your castle, Dana Snyder has a beautiful banner that says Adult Swim on it.
Practical for a day or for a year. But now it's not. Now it's just like we're at a weird medieval times. I mean, you notice I still have it and it's still hanging up.
You'll never get rid of it, but you'll sit there and criticize it.
I'd get rid of it if the price is right.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah, you'll exchange it.
I have a massive liquidation sale that everything must go.
Every day, a massive...
Before I...
Well, before we jump into Chick Magnet here, which I'm very excited to get you on this one because it's a very Master Shake-centric episode.
As they all should be.
Yeah, exactly. Of note on Chick Magnet, this episode actually could be seen briefly and heard briefly on the White's living room TV in Breaking Bad.
Oh!
So in Breaking Bad,
yes.
This is the episode from Aqua Teen. How do you feel about that, Dana, that some of your work was in Breaking Bad? Yes,
it's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I can't remember if that was the show, but I remember the guy who made two things.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God you had me on. Not a moment too soon, I might add. Straighten everybody out.
Yes, please.
The guy who made Breaking Bad, what's his name? Matthew Weiner.
Vince Gilligan, right?
Oh, Vince Gilligan. Yeah. Somebody asked him, like, well, I think it was him. It was either him or the Mad Men guy. Like, what's your favorite show to watch?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was the Mad Men guy, so it's not as good. But he said, like, my favorite show to watch is Aqua Teen Hunger Force because it's the only show I can watch that I just don't think about anything. Like, when I watch, because basically what he was saying was like, if I watch an episode of like ER, all of a sudden I'm watching it and I'm like, man, I would have written this different. And they shot that. I can't stop working when I watch it. But when I watch Aqua Teen, I literally am able to turn my brain off. So I think it was for this show. But I got a call from my agent. I had already moved to California, had my new agent out here, the same one I still have. And they're like, so if they use a clip of a show in another show,
Mm-hmm.
you get paid as if you were in that show.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes. So I got a call and they said, they want to use this clip in the coolest show in the world, Breaking Bad.
Uh-huh.
Who's your, whatever it was. And then they wrote back shortly after because Adult Swim informed them that it was non-union, which means they didn't have to pay anybody. They just had to pay Adult Swim.
Oh, motherfuckers.
So they're like, no, you don't need to pay those guys. You just need to pay us.
Of course they reminded them.
So I still love it that it's in there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it gives me street cred somehow. Yeah. But what scumbags?
Right. Yeah, dirty Adult Swim pulling a trick like that.
Yeah. Classic Vishal Roney move.
Went right to Vishal's bank account.
That's right. More parrot food.
More Michael Jackson paraphernalia.
Yeah. His Michael Jackson glove, and he got his glove resequined and got some parrot food.
Well, good for him.
There's been a couple shows that it's been like that, and it's always used to show how degenerate the people are. That it's like, it'll be like a pan of a dirty, filthy room with cigarette butts and drug paraphernalia, and then that's just showing on the TV. And then I think there's also like well, you probably know better than me. There's also like an episode of like CSI or one of those where there's like a body and they're just watching the worst thing possible. They're watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
No, I mean, it's in Sopranos too. I know that they didn't use it in this case, but it was in a deleted scene in The Ring, I believe.
Their loss.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking about that.
God, I don't know what they were thinking to delete that scene. I guess they were like, you know what? We don't want our movie to be too popular. We don't want to cause riots in the movie theaters. We've got to keep him a little tame.
Yeah, well, I think that the Aqua Teen in that scene would have distracted people from the scariness, and that's why they had to cut it.
They would have felt too heartwarmed.
Yes.
And relaxed. It totally would have blown the tension.
Yeah, the kid crawling out of the TV. You just can't mix the two.
I'm sure what it would have been is like when she takes the videotape to the creepy, sweaty, fat tech guy. Like, that's what he's watching. And he's going like, wait.
Hold on.
Like, I need you to look at...
Hold on.
Watching Dickisode. Right.
I'm busy.
Can't you say I'm working on something, Cindy? I'm assuming her name was Cindy in this.
It probably was. I don't remember, but it must have been.
Cindy, you got to get out of the house. You're about to fall into the ring, man. Get away from that ring.
Don't forget your Aqua Teen DVD.
Grab that Aqua Teen DVD and get out of that ring. All right, Mitch. Come on, Cindy. Yeah, we just wrote a Ring movie.
That's actually a deleted scene, too. That actually is one of the deleted scenes that you just quoted verbatim, so that's very impressive.
We did it. We could do it all day.
So, Chick Magnet making its Adult Swim debut on April 19th, 2009. April 19th.
April 19th.
What's one more day after that, Dana? April 19th.
April 20?
Yeah.
Is that like a pot? That like a pot thing?
I think so.
You think so? Yeah, okay, all right.
There's jokes about it on Aqua Teen. That's how I learned, Dana. But anybody who bought the Volume 6 DVD in December of 16th, 2008 could have seen this 4 months before it aired. So any real diehard merch purchasers out there could have gotten this one ahead of time.
I remember when they started coming out with the sets of DVDs, they suddenly realized they were sitting on a cash cow. because they had already paid for all these episodes to be made. And like the first Aqua Teen DVD thing came out and it sold like beyond anyone's. Now remember, we got no money for it, us. We would have been,
Right.
I would be in a mansion right now if we got the.
You'd have a turret behind you, a
Oh my God.
brick turret
Yes.
with your banner hanging
You'd
on it right
see
now.
Europeans running around behind me, and
If only.
yes, I'd be in a European countryside somewhere. Instead, I'm in Dave Willis's mansion in his pool house
Yeah.
where he lets me live.
What a guy.
Yeah, like the DVDs were just suddenly, like it really was weird how it was like they sold super well.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it was like every episode they made, they were selling 4 times, 4 times the money. They were selling for it to just be on regular Cartoon Network because they got money from commercials. And then they got money to be a channel on cable, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like for people to buy the Adult Swim package or Cartoon Network package.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get paid again for the commercials on the cable. So now, they've already been paid 3 times over. And like, I think Aqua Teen at the time was like $85,000 an episode.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's how much it costs to make.
Yes, 1 episode.
Which is like, I think 10/10 of a second of SpongeBob.
Yeah, probably.
And then they were getting money again by making these DVDs. So they were getting 4 times over.
Uh-huh.
So it was like, it was when the DVDs were, it was the golden age of Adult Swim.
Mm-hmm.
Like by the time what was that? What'd you say that was? Volume 4 or something?
Volume 6 came out in 2008.
What's the cover look like?
It is it's the blue one with like the shapes
okay.
of the characters.
That's right. Because I think 5 is Meatwad in the shape of a 5.
5, yeah.
It's the only reason I know that.
Yeah, they helped us out on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on this episode, we have yourself, Dana Snyder as Master Shake, Dave Willis.
Wow, how lucky we are. We're going to get to listen to this.
Yeah, this is riveting stuff.
Wow.
Dana.
Powerful.
Dave Willis as Meatwad and Carl, Carrie Means as Frylock, and our guest star on this one, the amazing voice of Matt Maiellaro. And I want to say this episode edited by Phil Sampson, who has not edited on Aqua Teen in a few seasons. So good to see Phil back here.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of Squidbillies.
Yeah, he was really on Squidbillies after being on Aqua Teen for a while.
Well, wasn't that around? I guess that was after the movie came out, right?
Yes, this is after.
See, what I like is you got all these historical dates and things on here. Because I'm one of those people, I'm like calendar blind or date, but like I couldn't tell you, like I know what year I graduated high school and college. I know what year my daughter was born. That's about it.
That's all you need to know.
I couldn't tell you, like, remember that earth-shattering trip you and I took, Ronnie, when we went to China and got arrested?
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, yeah. Was that last year? No, that was 7 years ago. Like, oh, yeah. Well, I can't remember. It makes no... Oh, you know what happened? You froze on me all of a sudden.
Oh, I froze. See, I was going to... Oh, there you are. You're back.
You know what? Some weird thing came up that said, make reactions.
Oh, maybe because it thought you were doing like a thumbs up.
Yeah, they didn't know I was explaining.
Yeah.
I was mansplaining to another man.
Mansplaining, yeah.
The ultimate mansplaining. Double mansplaining.
It's mansplainception, Dana. Well, we established that your iPad is haunted before that we got on here, so I think that had something to do with it. The Ring character is going to come crawling out of your iPad.
Cindy.
Any second. Yeah, Cindy's coming to get you.
Oh, God.
She heard you talking smack.
I was running away from the ring, and now I am the ring. What the hell? Oh, Mitch. Hold on, I'm watching Chick Magnet episode.
I'll be there in 6 more minutes. Just hold on, baby.
Cindy, the ring is in the house. The ring is coming from the house. I gotta get out of this house, Mitch. Oh, God, why did I get that ring in the first place?
Cindy, I told you not to do it.
Don't go to the jewelry store, Cindy. You don't need that ring. I don't know. I just need it.
It'll look nice.
It looks so nice, and my fingers are so naked. We got this all figured out.
Yeah, we got this down to a science here.
So easy. Why aren't we rich? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Two geniuses.
Once we publish this, then it'll happen. I just need you to send me
true.
your credit card number after this, and then I'll hook you up with all the payments.
I'll just say it out loud now, so nothing bad could happen.
One of the listeners here, get us connected financially when you hear these numbers.
Yeah. And then maybe I'll send them that, that medieval Adult Swim banner on the wall.
As a thanks. Yeah.
So just think that banner came out 5 years after this episode we're about to watch.
Oh my gosh. That banner
Now you know why you don't have me on, because I interrupt you every 3 words.
It's all right. That's what you're here for.
Refusing to move on to and all you want to do is go so you can go the hell to bed, finish your beer, get some sleep, and I say no.
Well, that's okay. My life is too easy otherwise. I was gonna have a Diet Coke like you just to fit in with you, because I know you like to drink on that.
I love the Diet Coke.
I'm addicted to it. It's best that I'm not drinking one. All right.
Yeah. Well, you look all right. You don't look like you're bloated with
Yeah.
whatever the bad things in Diet Coke are.
I don't know. It's all good. It's all good to me. It tastes good.
Yeah, it does.
That's all that matters. In this episode, we open in the Aqua Teens have a mystery package that was airdropped through their roof, and the recipient here is not surprising.
What in tarnation is?
Mine is what it is. You don't touch it or look at it. But if you would be so kind as to plug it in, please.
Okie dokie, Smokey.
Are you getting smart with me?
No.
You better watch your mouth, or that mouth will come off.
Okie dokie, Smokey. Artichoke.
Well, that's better.
We hear here Master Shake, he got himself a package. It's airdropped through the roof, and I couldn't help when I heard this conversation, Dana. I thought back to, the Rabot episode, the first episode of Aqua Teen.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's a longer cut of that on the DVD with all sorts of unaired, audio that you guys recorded for that episode. And that conversation there in 2008, 2009 reminded me of the conversation that Shake and Meatwad had all the way back then. I'll play you a clip. This is from 2000 here.
You'll never wear it again. What do you think about that, huh?
Okie dokie. I guess I'll never wear my
I mean never forever.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie is forbidden.
Alrighty, Rooney.
Oh!
You are a bad, bad milkshake.
What?
So the whole okie dokie thing, the back and forth there, it just triggered in my brain. I'm like, wait a second. They did that before. So it was fun to see that conversation brought back 8 years later at this point.
I like how also on that, they're really trying to push that forbidden catchphrase.
Yes.
Which thankfully did not take off.
Yeah, that got cut down real big once the episode actually came out. Because all of that talk is in the unaired, work in progress version. Yeah. So that was going to be your catchphrase.
Does he even say dancing is forbidden in the show itself?
He does. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that stays is the dancing is forbidden. All the other forbiddens get cut. Yes, just once. And then I guess in the exit theme, because they sample you saying it.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to cut in really quickly. I forgot about this when we were recording this, that over on YouTube, I did a pretty extensive video comparing the rough cut of Rabot to the finished episode. That's why I remembered this conversation. So if that sounds interesting to you, link in the description of this podcast episode, comparing the rougher state of Rabot to the finished state. A lot changed. It's a good time. It's fun, though, to hear there, your first performance as Master Shake. And am I correct in saying that Master Shake was your first television appearance ever?
I mean, I'm sure it was on the local news for getting my testicles caught in a chain wire fence or something. Or, boy jumps fence and loses it all. Film at 11.
But before that point, you were doing a lot of stage work, correct?
Oh, yes. I don't know if a lot is the word I would use, Ronnie,
but some stage work.
If I was performing, that's what I was doing.
Okay, perfect.
Let's put it that way.
I'm curious, do you remember being nervous at all going into this for Master Shake, recording it? Were there any doubts?
Oh, sure. Well, what's interesting, and now I remember, when we first did it, I remember I was in Las Vegas doing a burlesque show.
Oh, okay.
That I had written with my friend Patrick Blindauer, who I will be seeing next week in St. Louis.
All right. Full circle.
We wrote all the songs and stuff, and we were like in the middle of doing it. We had a theater in Las Vegas. We were doing this burlesque show. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt and Dave just decided they were coming out and were going to record me in person, which I believe, not to tell their story, but I think they got in trouble for it.
Oh.
Because they just booked themselves flights and hotels to Las Vegas without really getting permission from Mike Lazo.
Sure.
So I think they kind of got in trouble for that. And then, of course, the irony of it all was they got to this studio, which was really like a house in Las Vegas that they had converted to a studio. And we couldn't even see each other during the record. Like they were like in, what would have been like, mom's bedroom.
Yes.
And the microphone was in another bedroom. So it wasn't even like the glass wall you could see each other. No, we were in totally separate sections
Of a house.
and I just remember Matt like opening his computer and going, "This is you, man." And it was just like the Shake, like doing a 3/4 turn and back. And I was like, this is the animation. This is it.
Where am I right now? What am I doing?
I was like, okay, well, can't all be winners. We can't all be Scooby-Doo, I guess. I certainly was. I was very excited to do it, but I certainly did not anticipate it would. Well, we would be sitting here in 2025,
Yeah.
talking about it, and have done whatever 2 squillion episodes or whatever it was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But nice to kind of hear the humble beginnings of such an iconic show, right?
They were certainly humble, I think.
A polite way to put it.
Yeah. I mean, I was always excited about it, but I just didn't know I had no clue what the hell it was.
Mm-hmm. So maybe because of that, you were a little less nervous than you otherwise would have been because...
I think I was still nervous, but I had no thing to go against. Also, I think I probably wasn't as nervous. Like I get more nervous when I do a voice that's further away from my real voice.
Okay, I see.
Not always, but sometimes. Like I am very embarrassed when I do the voice of the penguin.
Oh, humanity. You never fail to disappoint me. Gentlemen, I recall when I too was blind to the precariousness of human nature.
Like the Batman's, like I played the penguin and stuff. And I've done it in the room with people, but I'm very shy about a lot of that stuff. So I think and just for the record, Ronnie, I know most of the shows I'm in, I sound like my regular voice or my Master Shake voice.
Sure.
But it's because they always want me to do that.
Right. You're the only one that can do it.
They always say, just do your regular, like I remember Doc Hammer wanted me to be the alchemist. And he said, just talk in your regular voice. And I remember like Dave being mad. He was like, hey, that's my character's voice. I'm like, well, first off, dudes, it's my voice.
Yeah.
But I think I probably wouldn't have been as bad because it was like a heightened version of my own voice, which made it not as embarrassed or shy. But still, like, you don't know. But I also remember like them being so nice. They made me feel very comfortable.
Yeah, they're great at that.
And I remember meeting them like the night before. They were staying at the Monte Carlo Hotel Casino.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember driving over there and meeting them like at the lounge and us having a nice conversation. I don't think we were there. Maybe we were there for like an hour or something because we were going to record the next morning. And they, it was late for them. And then we drove to this what looked like an abandoned house from the Ring movie.
Yes, that's where they filmed it too.
Yeah, there was just some guy with wires and computers. Come in. I'd love to record your project I've never heard of. And then it was done. And we're like, all right, well, that's it.
That was fun.
And then I remember whatever year it came out, before it appeared with proper Adult Swim block, like they had to show it legally before the year was over.
Yeah, at the end of 2000.
So they probably showed it on like Right. Like November 30th or December 30th at
Yeah, I think, yeah.
12:01 in the morning. And I also remember calling my friend Patrick because he was, when we were doing the burlesque show, and us being on the phone, watching it together, but also like the show. And also they showed like 5 different shows.
Yeah, it was a bunch of those early Adult Swim shows.
Right. And they were all various levels of fucked up. Like, but like the Aqua Teen one kind of was there, but then also there just sometimes the screen would be black and it would just be like Shake grabbing a sword or whatever, whatever was supposed to happen. Like
Sure,
you wouldn't
yeah.
see it. It was just telling you what was happening. And then we both kind of got done. I was like, well, that was something. I guess I'll see you at work tomorrow or whatever. It's not changing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in Chick Magnet here, Frylock comes in. He's all angry about the hole in the roof. Shake reveals what the package is. It's a literal chick magnet. It's a giant gold pendulum in the shape of a wild cat or cheetah or something. I don't know exactly what kind of cat it is. With ruby eyes, it lets out a pulsating scream every so often. And we'll learn about the product. Meatwad will bust out the windows with his Fisher-Price hammer, and then Meatwad blows Jimmy the Tree Wizard's head off with a shotgun.
For behold, the ultimate chick magnet!
Plug it in and let the fun begin. Big booty time tonight.
Yeah.
Penis will touch vagina in a big and exciting way.
All right, y'all.
All purchases are final.
Meatwad, open all the windows and doors. I don't want anything slowing down the river of that's gonna be flowing in here.
And what's this?
Sex lube.
Hey, baby.
Here
Where
it
you
comes
from,
with the
baby?
stud package.
Nice
It says
cans,
sex
baby.
lube not included
Hey, baby.
in sex lube bottle.
Touch them for me, baby. I'm so into you, baby. I love you, baby. Rub my butt,
Those
baby.
are patented pickup lines crafted for me and my specific situation.
Where you going, baby? Don't run out on me, baby. I'll stalk you,
It
baby.
doesn't make sense when you do it.
Well, I still don't see no women, baby.
What's up?
That's Maiellaro getting his head blown off. So, Dana, I noticed when Shake is saying some naughtier lines, you're kind of shaking your head there.
He's just an idiot. It's like amazing how, that's what's great. His air of authority of saying things that are very, very clear that he has no clue what the hell he's talking about.
Yes.
I feel like it's his hallmark. I don't know. This clearly was him firing on all cylinders.
Yes.
In what we just had a conversation with my wife last night, and by we I mean me.
You and I.
Yes, Ronnie came over and we were yelling at my wife. He likes to yell at people's
Yeah,
wives.
I don't like yelling at my own wife.
He goes, "Hey, mind if I come over and yell at your wife tomorrow?" Yeah, sure, okay. After 7,
Yeah, you can hire me for that.
she was like, she goes, "What's so funny is Frylock is nothing like Carrie." And I was like, yes, people always say this. And I'm nothing like Master Shake. Because, no, you're exactly like Master Shake. I said, what? I said, no. I said, maybe if you watched an episode once in your life, dear, you'd know.
She just hears the voice. Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm getting insulted by she's calling me Master Shake, like.
Well, you so clearly are not Master Shake. I mean, to me, maybe, I don't know. I'm not married to you, so maybe she has a different perspective.
2 years, one vacation, the Bahamas, you and I, Ronnie, you'd leave like, oh my God, he's so much.
No, he's just like that fucking cartoon character.
Uh-huh.
But I wanted to ask about that because, by all means, Master Shake is this very unlikable character. He can never admit when he's wrong. We'll see that all throughout. Okay, what do you think about that?
I don't know that he's unlikable.
Well, the point is he's an asshole, okay? He's a freeloader. Why is it...
Yes, he's an asshole. He's a lovable asshole.
Why do you suspect that so many people respond so strongly to him and he's such an iconic character despite these negative traits?
It's a great question. I think part of it is because he's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Funny goes a long way.
It does, yeah.
An asshole who's just an asshole is loathsome.
Mm-hmm.
But if an asshole is funny, but also like the joke is frequently turned in on him, Like right there, him talking about that stuff. It's very clear he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He's an idiot,
Yes.
but he's an asshole. But you know it won't go well for him. And I think like those things make you allow you to be more comfortable enjoying him because he's toothless. He's not going to steal your girlfriend. I mean, it's like if some guy came up to you in the bar and you're talking to your girlfriend and started talking like Shake with all the confidence in the world. You're never worried that he's going to actually leave with your girlfriend. You'd just be like,
Right.
wow.
Right.
And if anything, it's bringing you and your girlfriend closer together. So because of that, you're like, oh, I can just enjoy this idiot for a little bit.
Yeah, I guess it's just pure entertainment.
He's not a threat.
Right.
He's not a threat. So if he's not a threat and he's funny, then he can just be enjoyable like a clown. And everyone loves a clown, Ronnie.
That's a very great point, especially a clown that you don't actually have to interact with. You can just watch him on a screen at 11 minutes at a time.
Yes, passively, while you smoked a bowl of Kush
420
or whatever I don't know what marijuana names are.
I don't know. You're in California. You tell me.
Yeah, I don't go there. I got enough problems without adding other things.
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to get through my banners and my Adult Swim collectible ship. You know what I also found, Roddy?
What's that? What'd you find?
My Adult Swim toolbox.
Oh, what's that?
I'll tell you. It's a toolbox that they gave for Christmas one year. It's labeled, it's marked, and then for the next several years afterwards, they gave us tools for the toolbox.
All right.
So there's just an Adult Swim. People can't see this, but you can. That's what I'm describing. There's an Adult Swim level.
Oh, perfect.
And an Adult Swim hammer. And Adult Swim screwdrivers. And I think there's an Adult Swim wrench.
You lost that one. You're using it.
Yeah, some kind of wrench.
Oh, there it is.
I don't know if it says Adult Swim. Probably do. Oh, yeah.
I hope it does. They just sent you a wrench.
Adult Swim. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I say when they finally got around to making Yeti cups, good job.
Yeah, you're like, well, I'll use this. I'm not fixing shit every single day, but I'm drinking stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I could find a way to properly get rid of this to some maniac who wants to pay money for it, but I don't know how to.
Any Adult Swim fan who is also like a mechanic or a handyman might be very interested in a piece like that.
That's right. Also, you know what else I found?
What'd you find, Dana?
This has all come out lately because I've been clearing out my room here. My Adult Swim salt.
Salt. Oh my God.
They made Adult Swim salt, a little canister with the thing, and it's like white and black salt mixed together.
How long does that last for? Is that still?
Well, it's salt. I mean, I think it lasts forever. Salt doesn't go bad, does it?
If it's kept in the correct conditions, I guess. I guess it depends on the sealing on that.
Yeah,
boy.
I guess the only way it could be ruined is if you were in a place that had a high moisture.
Yeah, they get all stuck together.
This has been perfectly taken care of. This is very, very lucratively could go for.
Thank God.
$75, $100, no problem, no question. The happiness that it would bring.
Any culinary focused Adult Swim fans out there?
anyone who needs salt, anybody who eats French fries, anyone who needs a liveling of their food. If your food is starting to taste the same and you have $150, call me.
The price just keeps going up. This is a hot commodity.
Well, that's why they got to act now. By the time this comes out, it's going to be $500 or $600.
It's going to be expensive. People are going to be pissed off that they're not here with me right now, able to actually bid on this.
They're going to be mad at you.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, Ronnie, you idiot. I can't believe you didn't jump on all that.
Should have been a live show, Ronnie.
That's right.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
So, all right. Meatwad blew away Matt Maiellaro there. We get some back and forth about the magnet not working. Shake claims it's not plugged in, even though we can clearly see that it's on and it's putting out this roaring noise. They find a loose screw in the box, and Frylock says that Shake is getting screwed. To prove Frylock wrong, Shake hits the nightclub, which is comically packed, exclusively with babes, as nightclubs often are.
Oh, yeah.
How's it going? Anybody see an outlet? I know they're getting electricity, because frequently these lights, they run on it. Yeah, I'm an engineer. You know, I have electricity back on my pad. And I got the mad cash to pay for it, too. I'm into sex. This is a sausage factory.
So Shake leaves angry that it's a sausage factory when we...
And it's all women. Yeah.
And one milkshake with... He has a dolly, too. He's got the chick magnet on a dolly. Yes. He pulls it in with him.
It's like, I do love that about... Because I don't know that he's my favorite character.
Mm-hmm.
I think Carl might be, but particularly him and Carl together are, to me, the dynamite combo.
Yeah.
But that's what I love about him. What an idiot he is, and his so quick to anger. Uh-huh. But then that's like a classic to me, like, this place is a sausage factory. There is nothing but women there.
He's just bending reality to fit his narrative.
He's the original fake news. Like, yes. I mean, whatever you want to say about everyone in our government right now, he's like the originator. I mean, I won't say he's the originator.
But he was the blueprint.
But like, it's exactly like he is creating his own reality around him to fit his narrative.
Yeah, exactly.
Why didn't you get a date? You had the chick bag. All dudes there. Terrible. Just sausage fest.
That's basically what happens here, Dana, because Shake goes back to the Aqua Teen's house, empty-handed, of course, yet his ego still in full swing, and he won't admit that the chick magnet didn't work.
Yes, of course.
Well, how did it work?
It was awesome. I got so laid, it's dangerous for my life. I think I may need to return this.
Oh, no, you can't do that. See, Meat Wad ate the box, the receipt, and the proof of purchase.
Then pooped it out. I got hyperbole.
Well, that's just great.
Can't be a screw. You want to screw?
Throw it away. It's worthless.
I have to imagine that Frylock goaded Meat Wad to eat the box and the receipt.
Oh, yeah.
Just so that Shake could be stuck with this mistake.
Uh-huh. Because he knows he will never admit it's a mistake.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And
he's hoisting him by his own petard.
Yeah, and that's this episode in a nutshell, and it's just so fun to watch it play out.
Which, if you think about it, that's why Frylock's the real asshole. Let's be honest. He could have let it go.
He's putting Shake in this position, yeah.
Yeah, he's not there to teach Shake a lesson. He's not trying to learn Shake.
Because he can't.
He's just trying to watch him dig himself further into a hole that he knows he will dig himself into.
Yeah, it's kind of mean, but I like watching it.
Well, that's why they work.
We see Shake on the phone. He's calling the company. He's threatening the chick magnet company because he's saying this doesn't work. While he's on the phone, Shake's watching TV, and he is watching Terror Phone, which is a short that you did with a lot of the other Aqua Teen guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, also in the background, right now, we heard I Like Your Booty, But I'm Not Gay.
Yes. Yeah, from the film.
Which was sung by La Sexaflex, which was
Dana Swanson
and Drew Dominy and Siobhan. There's like 5 of them, all who worked at Adult Swim.
Oh, okay. And then they all teamed up.
And I think Dana sang it for the movie, but then they sang it at the movie premiere.
Okay.
And they sort of made a band.
Uh-huh.
They had a bunch, and they performed at the movie premiere. And they all sort of wore like 80s jazzercise workout type stuff. They had another one that was called Marriott Pop Squat, which was a song about popping a squat in the Marriott, which they performed for the first time at the Marriott during Dragon Con.
Marriott cock squats. Marriott cock squats. Flex is back, Dragon Con edition. If you're smart, you can guess our mission. Getting you locked, but you assume the position. Lay down your weapons in my tuna fish kitchen. Wednesday's the best day of the week. Comics come out, it makes me...
Yeah, they used to be. They were sort of like anytime there was an Adult Swim event of some type, they would come and perform.
Right. Okay.
I think they had a song called "The Chubby Decker," which was which was the name of a hamburger that was from like I can't remember what the place called. It was a place like Fasto's or something that was in Atlanta that was like a hamburger shack. You know, they were like a Dairy Queen but local. They sold ice cream stuff and grill stuff, but one of their burgers was a Chubby Decker.
I'm seeing that's Zesto in Atlanta.
Zesto, yeah, that's right. There you go. See, they're not gonna give you everybody, not just anybody's gonna give you all this important background.
The information that Aqua Teen fans crave.
Yeah, you already knew more than you needed to about any of this. Now you know quadruple.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they can ace that Aqua Teen test. They're definitely going to have to take at some point in their life.
Yeah, when they get to the Aqua Teen section on the SATs, hello Harvard. I mean, that's all I can say. That's right.
We got you covered. So Shake, he's on the phone. He's making threats. He can't get his money back, but he is getting a free bottle of sex lube. So he's got that going for him.
I mean, it's something.
Yeah, exactly. Frylock sees this happen, like he overhears the conversation, but he still comes up to Shake to ask what's going on. And unsurprisingly, Shake has a different story.
See?
Well, what'd they say?
They are paying me to advertise the product. Can you believe it?
No.
Well, I do.
Which is great because, of course, Master Shake has been used to advertise products such as Slim Jims, Pop-Tarts, Boost mobile phones. All right.
Yeah.
The list goes on and on. So
Great stuff.
he's lying here, but he's done it before a few times.
Yeah, yes.
And do you get paid for those?
Ronnie, stop asking these stupid questions, will you?
I'm sorry.
You
I'm
already
sorry
know
for
this
wasting your
thing.
time.
I know
I'm
you
sorry
like
for
the
wasting-
sound of your own voice, but try and ask a question we could actually talk about instead of these triggering.
I don't mean to ruin your day, Dana. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you know, it's already bad enough. I'm in Dave Willis's pool house.
Full house, yeah.
And not only that, it's his third pool house because he has 3 pools on his massive property. I'm in the smallest one.
Yeah, the other two are nicer,
Oh, they're way nicer.
and they're uninhabited. Yeah.
This is like the one for like relatives he doesn't like. They can go swim in this pool when they come and visit. He's got a lot of hangers on.
Well, I'm sorry. I'll try and be more sensitive with my line of questioning here, Dana.
I mean, please just think about it for once before you answer another question like that, please.
I'll do better this time. I'm sorry about that. So
Well, you say it, but we'll see. Okay, it's all right.
we'll see. I know actions speak louder than words. So
Yeah, they do.
let's see how that goes. We're getting a lot of time cuts in this episode. We get another one after that conversation, and we see Shake. He's in his. We're getting time cuts, but nothing is really changing. It's just Shake in his
Oh,
chair
right.
again.
Yeah.
The chick magnet beside him. It's occasionally going off, and he's watching Terror Phone, but it's supposed to be Oprah. That'll come up later. Dana, Shake is obsessed with TV. He's always watching TV. Can you relate to that in any capacity? Did you grow up watching a lot of TV?
Oh, yeah. Of course. That's all I did was watch TV.
Is that still all you do?
No. You know, I almost never watch TV now. That's not to say I don't watch things, but I almost never watch just like. I don't even know what's on TV anymore. Like, I mean, what I'm trying to think. I watched everything. I feel like I watched everything that everybody watched back then. Like, I kind of stopped in earnest, heavily watching TV probably once Aqua Teen came out because I just didn't have. Like, I watch a lot of police body camera footage on YouTube these days. It's mostly what I'm like. They're gonna arrest that bitch. I know it. She's getting real lippy. I can't wait to see her put them handcuffs on her for being a loudmouth in Key West. She was drunk and her boyfriend tried to tell her, but now she's going to the pokey. It's like my karma.
To me, that's not too dissimilar from Master Shake, because Master Shake's just doing the same thing, but with just scripted television as opposed to reality body cam footage.
Yeah. I watched, like, what did I watch? I watched Breaking Bad. I watched that. I watched watched every episode of Entourage.
Oh, why did you hate watch it?
Because I hated it.
Oh, okay. But you
Well, watch one episode. I tell you what, You won't be doing a podcast of every episode of that show if you watch it.
I dodged a bullet picking Aqua Teen instead of that show.
You won't have a poster of Adrian Grenier on your back of your wall.
Yeah, jeez.
It won't be replacing your Moonanites poster anytime soon. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, Nick Noct he's safe back there.
It's one of those shows that I hate watching because they made it, but clearly like every second of it is like, we're the coolest people making the coolest show.
Oh no.
With all the inside shit. It's like, wow.
And you just love the hate that you feel while you watch it, so you keep chasing that dragon.
It's like I can't turn away.
They've got you. That was their plan. That's probably what they were trying to do.
It's like, well, let's see what the assholes are up to this week.
Sons of bitches.
I think also it's like on before or after something else I always watched.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're kind of stuck with it a little bit.
Like Curb Your Enthusiasm or something. It was like one of those Sunday night shows that'd be on with all the other stuff. But sweet Christ.
That's something that Shake might do too, is just stick with it because that's what's on. So
yeah, well, you know.
So what else is there to do?
Yeah.
Frylock and Meatwad have a conversation in the hallway about the eyesore that is the chick magnet, and Frylock gets the courage to confront Shake. But this is probably the most gentle television confrontation of all time.
I really wish he'd just get rid of that magnet. It looks so awful in the living room next to that chair, don't you think, Meatwad? I mean, I wish I could just redo the whole room.
Maybe you could drop a hint to him, like, this magnet looked better out on the street. And I hate this magnet, and this magnet sucks.
You know, you're right. Put on some tea and heat up those little cakes he likes, and I'll go talk to him. Shake, we need to talk.
Yes, we do. Because Oprah is about to give everyone in the audience a Ford Taurus!
Ooh! What book is she reading this week?
The Pregnant Mind. And seriously, has she ever looked better? I don't think so. Commercial! What's up?
Oh, nothing. Here's some tea and those cakes that you like.
That is so sweet! It's a sweet treat from the sweetest person I know.
You're welcome.
Are you okay?
Just allergies.
Frylock?
So Frylock leaves crying, and I know that clip goes long, but we've never seen Master Shake like this before, and Frylock too.
Yeah, it's like disturbing.
Yeah, it's like a different guy. The boys are going soft here. I actually have two listeners of the podcast had kind of the same question for you, Tyler Gaines and Gabriel Hernandez.
Both of those names sound very familiar.
They might have hit you up elsewhere, maybe on your podcast feed or something like that. But Tyler and Gabriel basically want to know...
Yeah, let's talk more about them.
Let's talk about these guys here.
Oh my God.
The real stars of the show.
That's
Because
true.
their question for you...
They're the gasoline in the tank, man.
Yes,
You're the car. If there's no
keep
gas in your car, you ain't running.
I'm puttering out.
That's right.
If that's the case.
You're on the highway trying to wave down somebody to drive you to the service station.
Yeah, I need roadside assistance without old Tyler and Gabriel sticking around here. They want to know what it's like for you doing this more effeminate tone, this more pleasant version of Master Shake. What might be going through your head when you are doing a performance like that?
Like, it's far more unsettling.
It's so unrealistic.
It's like a horror movie when you see, like, that guy's good. That's the guy who's going to murder them all.
Yes, yeah.
Like, that's what it is. I mean, but also, I find that, just listening to that is super funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's very funny.
It's just so over the top. And you're right that Master Shake, for as abrasive as he is, he feels very real. It feels like a guy that could exist, while him being very nice like that is like, nobody talks like that. Like, something's up. It's very strange.
I'm sure somebody talks like that. I've just never met them.
Yeah, nobody on Adult Swim is talking like that earnestly.
No.
At least. So clearly there's something going on here. Last we saw Frylock, like I said, he stormed away crying. Now we're in his room. Meatwad and Frylock are on their Insano steps, getting some exercise and talking about previous events.
I just couldn't tell him. He never thinks about my feelings.
Oh, come on now. He just doesn't communicate it properly. He's so ashamed of that purchase. You're helping him turn the page on a difficult chapter. That's what Oprah would say.
Wait a minute. Why am I on this Stairmaster? What the hell's wrong with me? That magnet is a motherfucking eyesore, and it's gone today.
So we kind of see what's going on here. The magnet is turning them into chicks.
Yeah.
Seemingly.
Yes. And by that, and by chicks, this is also so Dave and Matt of like, and by chicks, we just mean men who express their feelings.
Who are nice to each other.
Who are nice to
get
each
along.
other and express their feelings. It's like, I feel like a long-standing criticism of the guys, and I don't know if this is more Dave or Matt, like I've heard Dave many times say like that they've been criticized that they don't write women well. Like every woman in Aqua Teen is either a prostitute or someone's mother.
Someone getting harassed by the guys, like that's all they're there for is to be harassed.
Right. They're never like a fleshed out, But then at the same time, I say, what? Like they're writing realistic, believable men. It's not
point.
like you're right. We've never written a woman's character with sensitivity and things. Not like that heartfelt, realistic character we created. Dr. Wong from Wong Burger or Wang Burger,
yeah, who rips people's dicks off.
It's like you kind of got to look at the whole picture before you say one section of it is not being
right. Well, my explanation for that phenomenon of no fleshed out women in Aqua Teen is what fleshed out women are going to want to hang around with these guys, okay? It's not happening.
Yeah.
It makes sense why we never see them in this world. It's not to say they don't exist.
Yeah.
Just not near these guys.
And Dave and Matt are guys who both know the touch of a woman. They are married, they have children. It's not like they're, locked in doing what they
These aren't their actual beliefs. Yeah.
Right. They have women in their life. I believe they both have at least one daughter. It's not like they have never been. It's not like they're Norman Bates.
Well, Matt only has 2 sons, but maybe we can help him adopt a daughter just so that this podcast is accurate.
He doesn't have a daughter?
No, he doesn't, unless he just never told me.
I know he has a son. I don't know. I guess I was.
He's got 2 sons, Hank and Wyatt.
Okay. I believe you. Skeptically. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I'm changing my podcast now, Dana. This is a true crime podcast.
Oh.
Where did the Maiellaro daughter go? Where is she? Nobody's seen her.
Exactly. Where is she?
We need to find her. You and me.
And oddly enough, Dave Willis does have a daughter.
Where did she come from?
Who looks nothing like him.
And her last name is Maiellaro. Interesting.
They call her Maiellaro. Maybe that's just short for Maiellaro. I don't know.
We're going to get to the bottom of this.
They want to remember where she's from. Man, if you were and I always hear Dave correcting her in public, going, man, if I hadn't stolen you from somebody else, you'd be in so much trouble right now.
I can't get the feds involved with anything here. I can't get CPS called on me, so I have to be good to you.
Oh, God, I can't believe. Jesus. Can't believe you're ruining my life like this. I'd steal you and now you're not.
I should have never stole you. Should have left you with your family.
What are you going to do? Turn me in? She's always smoking under the bleachers.
Putting cigarettes out on him.
Uh-huh. Man, he's just an old man. Oh, I'm so mad at you. I just want to, oh, God, I wish you could. What are you going to do? Turn me into the cops?
They'll arrest you. I can do what I want.
She's always filming him. She's always filming him on her phone. Everywhere they go, she's just filming. I'm just waiting for something to happen. She's always following, because you're so stupid. I know you're going to trip or something. I got to always film you so I don't miss your stupid thing you do. Oh, you make me so mad, Maiellaro.
Poor Dave. He should have never stolen. This is a lesson out there. Don't steal anybody's daughters.
Don't steal kids.
It's as simple as that, all right?
Yeah, it's that easy. Then they get you wrapped around their finger.
And they're filming you all the time.
You know what I'm glad is we're on here. We don't have to just talk about television. We can give a little information and some infotainment for people so they don't make the same mistakes that Dave Willis has made.
I know. There's a lot of good stuff in here, like telling people that you're older than you really are so that you look a lot younger in comparison.
Also, don't eat questionable seafood before you have a long plane flight.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Doesn't go well.
And don't eat the seafood on the plane.
Are you, where do you live? You're in Wisconsin?
Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota, right. Well, that's another seafood place. They got a lot of lake trout and crappie and stuff like that. You got a lot of fish there.
Yeah. beautiful Lake Superior to
Yeah.
the northeast here, and we're taking everything out of it that we can and eating it as quickly as possible.
That's what you got to.
While there's still stuff there.
You can literally watch the water go down. People are taking fish out so fast.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, we're fighting the lake level rising. That's how we fight it.
Yeah.
We have to take things out of the lake.
What's the big perch, right? Juicy Lucy's.
Yeah, Juicy Lucy's.
I love Minnesota.
It's great. I love it here.
And I love Wisconsin. Yeah, we did do our Aquatine tour. We went to Madison,
Yes, yeah. Beautiful Madison.
which was very
Great
nice.
city.
Yeah, yes, that is a place, Dana.
Yeah.
What a wonderful story.
Any other towns you know about?
I worked in Minocqua. You know where that is?
No, where's that?
Yeah, even you don't know, Mr. Know-It-All,
You beat me.
Mr. Professional Headphones. I worked in Minocqua, Wisconsin, which is way north. That was my first professional theater job at the Northern Lights Playhouse.
Oh.
I played a Chinese person in The King and I.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Siamese, a very culturally respectful Chinese person after my freshman year of college. It was torturous, but I loved it up there.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Well, the theater was,
The theater, yeah.
we worked 7 days a week. We worked 14 hours, 7 days a week. Our first day off was July 4th. And I
Oh
think
my
we
gosh.
started May 20th. So we had a long, and it was like cleaning the toilet. As an intern, you had to do everything.
Grueling.
And there were a lot of old people there who missed the toilets a lot. It wasn't.
You had job security is what you're telling me right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was quite secure.
Incredibly secure
Yes.
positioning. So, look, Frylock is fed up, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to stand up for himself this time, all right? He's going to lay down the law. But first, he gives Shake a deluxe stationery set.
I think I'm going to craft it right now.
Oh, by the way, I was wondering,
Yeah, what's up?
what do you think about this? I'm thinking about, putting a designer pastel over everything in the room, but mostly the magnet.
Do you not like it?
Oh, no. I love it. I just thought a little pastel, would dress the place up a little.
That is so thoughtful. I'm picturing it now, and I think it would look amazing.
So, Dana, you're a crafty guy, all right? I've seen you. You've made wallets. You're doing something right now. I can't make out what that is.
I just have it in front of me. I'm making a needle book for somebody to store their needles.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got to keep those needles safe, all right? You can't have them rolling around on the table.
You don't want to listen. You don't want needles going astray when you sit down as fast as I do in certain places.
You need to have your needles accounted for, all
You
right?
gotta get everything accounted for. Like when you light a lot of candles, you gotta know, all right, I lit 12.
I
I gotta put 12 out, or the house is burning down.
Exactly. But is this some of your true self spilling over in this episode? Like, Shake is excited about his deluxe stationery set. What are some other things that you get up to? Have you done tufting? I think I saw somewhere.
Oh yeah, but I've made some rugs.
Well, what is tufting? Please tell me what that is.
Tufting is making rugs. A tufting gun. You can do it by hand, or you can do it with the machine. But what I like, I did woodworking. But when my daughter was born, I basically lost my wood shop. My wood shop became my office. So I obviously can't do woodworking in there. And I still make stuff. I'll still do construction projects and things around the home.
Mm-hmm.
But I find that I garner just as much satisfaction from doing other stuff, like making bags, like brief, what do you call them? Sling bags and stuff like that, or wallets.
Yeah.
I get just as much satisfaction from it without the possibility of having my fingers ripped off in power tools.
Yeah. In 3 seconds time.
And it's like 1/10 to mess.
Yes.
Also it's easy, I can bring it places. It's real easy. But I think, like my brother always says, I always need to be doing something.
Oh, okay.
My ADHD and everything else is I always just keeping my hands busy with something is always great for me.
Well, I'm just glad the kind of needles that you're using then are not of the drug variety.
That's
that
right. They're
you're able
not
to keep yourself
hypodermic,
up.
filled with black tar
Yeah.
heroin. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You're able to harness your energies here in a productive way. How long, have you been doing crafting like that? Just your whole life since you were a kid?
No. I mean, I always did something, painting or something like that. The reason I started sewing bags and stuff is because my daughter wanted a Halloween costume.
Mm.
And I was like, well, it can't be that hard. It's just a pattern. You just cut the shit out and sew it together how they they kind of tell you exactly how to do it. So I made her a Minnie Mouse dress that ended up, in my opinion, it came out perfect. It looked exactly like what it was supposed to look like. I'm like, oh, this is pretty easy.
All right.
I know sewing's not easy. Nothing's easy, but some things you can just get it right sometimes and it goes fine. So then I was like, oh, well, what else could I make? Make other stuff. I'll make then I started making bags. Like one year I made tote bags for everybody for Christmas.
Aw.
So I was trying to I made rugs for everybody one year. But all that's, I kind of stick to all that stuff now because oh yeah, I got fabric to sew her costumes and things. So what else can I make with it? You know what I mean? I don't want to have to buy a whole new set of tools and materials.
Yes. Yeah.
Because woodworking, I really liked woodworking. And I mostly sort of only did, I'll show you. This is not for anyone else. That's the little dress I made for her.
Aw. Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, it looks like a real dress.
Yeah, awesome job. Wow.
It looks exactly like the thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is easy. What are these people whining about all the time? So hard to sew. To me, not when you're a super genius.
Yeah, you're a sewing savant. Holy hell.
That's right. But yeah, I like it. Because it's still especially I make with bags and stuff, it's still geometric.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking all right, I got to make this piece to go, this panel goes in the back and this thing. And then all the bags I have that I use, I'm always looking at them and taking them apart in my mind. It's like a puzzle. It's like I'm making puzzles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then afterwards, and what I like with rugs, I made crazy rugs.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm making rugs of shit that you can't just go to the store and find a
right.
rug of.
Yeah, it's very unique.
Yeah, you can it's you can just do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly.
Whatever it is, you can do it. And sort of in that respect, it's here's some bag. I made I made a bag for her.
Oh, wow, that's the one that you made?
Here's a little kid bag that opens. The top's got a butthole opening. Here's a toiletry bag I made for my friend, a little out of upholstery fabric.
And were you selling this stuff at one point? Did you have a website?
I was selling wallets.
Uh-huh.
There's more bags I made. I don't know who the hell I gave those to. Somebody.
You gave them to Dave as a thanks for letting you stay in his pool house.
Thanks for letting me. I was greasing his palm for the future when I was hoping he would let me stay in his pool house.
In one of the nicer ones.
Trust me, he's made it very aware of how lucky I am to be in his third pool house.
Don't push it. Yeah, don't push it. Don't play with fire here.
Oh, God, yeah.
Your dad was an architect, right? Did you ever think of going in that direction?
That's right. I thought about it, but I think being a performer was more calling me.
Sure.
I'm interested in it. I've always been interested in it, but it's it's the process is so long.
Mm-hmm.
Making a building. It's interesting, but it's so long. That's why I love animation, I think, the best, because you do it, you frequently, you don't have the script here's what it was. Here's some rugs I made. I'll show you those ones. Oh. That's a caricature of my friend John Edler. These are 3 feet long, by the way.
Sure.
These are big.
Yeah, I see a Frankenstein rug. Yeah. Very colorful, very beautiful rugs, honestly. A
pre-trimmed tiny scratch from The Ghost of Molly McGee, the show I do.
Oh, yeah, the character you play.
Oh, I remember what I was going to tell you, because I'm leaving. I'm going to do a job, which is why you won't be hearing None of This Matters, at least with me on it, for a while. Because I'm going to Alabama, your third favorite state, Ronnie.
Yes, yeah.
I'm going to be in Montgomery, Alabama.
All right.
From November 3rd until January the 6th, where I will be at the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, which is a theater that anyone, even a guy like you, Ronnie,
Me?
you can walk right in there and buy a ticket. This is not, this sounds like such a exclusive, no, open to anyone.
You don't need banners in your house to go to this.
You don't need banners in your house. You don't need weird collectible toolboxes. I'm going to be playing Olaf in Frozen the Musical
Oh, wow.
at the Alabama Shakespeare Festival.
That's my favorite Shakespeare piece, by the way, is Frozen.
Yeah, mine too.
I can't believe he used a time machine on that one. It just blows my mind every time I think about it.
Well, it's like the source materials, kind of. Yeah.
Right. So Dana Snyder playing Olaf, that actually will be starting when this episode goes up, I believe. So anybody over there in the Alabama region, get down there.
Yeah, I think the show opens. I think I won't say opening night because I think it's opening matinee is the day before Thanksgiving.
Be there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a real marathon there, Dana.
I mean, hopefully I'm not going to. So, yeah, talking about what we talked about earlier by ADHD, why I love animation, because you usually get the script the day before. You're not living with it for a long time.
Yes, yeah.
You have enough to prepare and things, but it's not like this. We're going to rehearse for, 20-something days.
Yes, yeah.
And then we're going to just do the show over and over and over. but then, what's interesting about that as opposed to you have an audience. So the audience is always different. Mm-hmm. And also, you're always working on it. Oh, yeah, well, I screwed this line. I screwed the delivery of this up today. Maybe if I try it a little slower, I'll get a laugh. Or if I do this, I get a little, It's what's interesting is
micro adjustments.
Yes. Yeah. And you get to do it long enough that then you can really have fun because you're not sweating about, oh, what's the next line? Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God. When's the next? No, you're oh yeah.
Yeah. You're living and breathing it at that point.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I try and do a show somewhere once a year. Mm-hmm. And the last couple ones I've done, which have been great, but I've had a lot to do in the show. Mm-hmm. I played sort of the last show I did Laughter on the 23rd Floor, Neil Simon show play. And I kind of played the main guy. You got a lot of heavy lifting.
Yes.
My point is with Frozen, it's not heavy lifting at all. I mean, you got to do stuff. You have a song. I got a summer song.
Yeah.
But I don't even come in till almost the end of Act 1. And then you're in all of Act 2. But it's mostly just those women, the women yelling at each other about the snow and the summer. And I have this apparatus that's on the front of me is how they do it. The puppet is attached to so they see me, but also then the puppet's in front of you. So they can kind of if they're bored with one, they can look at the other and go back and forth between your face and the puppet face. my only potential concern is, am I somehow gonna destroy my spine from having this thing mounted to my hips and my back, and it goes through your legs, and it's I don't think it will because thousands of people have done it. Mm-hmm. But I had a friend who did it. He was oh yeah, you really gotta work out your whatever these are, your forearms.
Yes,
because doing the puppet will just start to cramp because it's all in your start to cramp your shit.
Well, I look forward to seeing you after those 3 months, and you'll have these gigantic forearms there.
I look like Popeye.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Roddy, nice to see you.
Make sure you get your spinach during those 3 months there.
Yeah.
We were
Start
talking
dating
about
olive oil. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. We were talking about the rugs you were doing, and you were talking about fabric and having the pieces to make your own pieces. That's exactly what happens in the Aqua Teen episode here. We cut to Frylock and Meatwad at the fabric store.
What a segue! What a segue!
Thank you, sir.
Masterful.
Frylock has said he can't stand up to Shake. The boys talk about fabric until they realize that they hate the fabric store, like I did as a kid. My mom would take me. I'd be sitting there bored out of my mind. I didn't appreciate it like you do, Dana.
Mm-hmm.
Their change of mood has worn off once again, and we cut to the living room, and Frylock is holding a flamethrower, right? He's coming to his senses momentarily because they're away from the chick magnet. I'm just going to play this clip because it's so fun to hear you guys. Frylock gets sidetracked on his mission to destroy the chick magnet.
Did you get new shoes?
No, but I sure need some. I mean, look at these. That's so last year.
Let's go shopping. We'll make a day of it. Pedicure? Brunch?
No brunch for me. I feel bloated.
Oh, listen to him. Skinny as a rail. He'll never stop.
Yeah, you know me. I just get a little crazy during my period.
Oh, here we go. So Frylock there, he's kind of realizing, what's going on there. It's a little strange to him. While this conversation is going on, Meatwad interrupts it with a heartfelt written letter that thankfully Frylock can read because Meatwad doesn't know how to write. It's mostly little symbols and stuff. You know how Meatwad does it.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of a rare twist in this episode, Meatwad is going to be the one who really solves the mystery here.
Oh my.
My period?
Frylock, over here. Dear Frylock, your smile lights up my day. You are smart, funny, caring, and such a true friend to me. So would you please get rid of that magnet that's causing us to act like women and write little notes to each other and give out gifts all the time whenever we get near it? Because I liked when we were men and we froze a squirrel and sawed it in half.
Jesus.
Smiley face, Meatwad.
Get rid of the magnet? I thought you liked it.
I kind of don't, but you like it, and that's what matters.
No, then get rid of it. Now, I'm not sure where the remote will sit. I guess I can hold it in my hand. Just because you don't like what I like does not mean we can't still be friends.
I know. I'm so sorry.
No, because I am sorry.
No, Shake. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Well, you too.
No, you.
No, you too.
That's Meatwad. He starts pulling the magnet out of there. He's just like, he has to take matters into his own hands.
I mean, honestly, I think that's probably, those moments are my most actual voice.
Yes, yeah. A soothing.
I don't know what that says. That it's the most actual voice. It's like me being overly sensitive and effeminate, or whatever. What's his name said? One of those guys. Did you ever think you'd be so effeminate? And listen,
what do your parents think about your effeminate?
Right, your complete emasculation and.
Yeah, they want to know what your family thinks about your the disappointment you've brought to the family crest.
Yes.
Via this performance.
Yes. How do they deal with the shame of being knowing that you're connected to them?
So Meatwad, he lugs it outside. We get some Carl this episode here at the very end. Shake and Frylock are inside fighting still, and Meatwad asks Carl for help fixing the chick magnet. Carl manages to fix it, causing like 1,000 babes to then get sucked into the magnet. It's ridiculous. Rather than basking in the babes, the episode ends with Shake and Frylock going at each other.
Carl, can you help me with this? I'm just butterfingers with tools, and I just don't want to get any sweat on my bonnet.
What's in it for me?
A friendship hug to warm your soul.
I'll do it. You just stay back. I don't want any ooze or juices around me.
Excuse you.
Ah.
In your face.
All of a sudden, for no reason at all, I feel very fat. Oh my goodness. Look at my ass. It's hideous.
It's not bad. Sure, your ass is big, but it's not bad.
Oh, it's awful. I'm starting the diet
Well,
today.
maybe you should change the sweatpants. Black is the slimming shade.
But that's just masking the problem. And I'm not looking inside where the real problem is. My self-esteem.
Carl, don't.
Carl runs away.
Hey, y'all. I'm Meatwad.
Gonna whoop ass. I've been
Wait, shut up,
snacking
Shake.
out.
You hear that?
Look over there.
What?
Ow! You got schooled, son.
So Shake smacks Frylock in the face. They don't care about babes anymore. Babes are not on his radar. He just wants to fight. So,
Of course.
The last thing I want to mention here is after we cut to like the normal credits visually, but we hear Frylock and Shake continue to argue over the outro, which I think is the first time that Aqua Teen has done something like that with the end credits sequence, where it's like the normal visual, but then we get like this dialogue after the fact. But Dana, I have a question for you before we leave.
Oh.
In this episode, Master Shake wants to get chicks. What is your advice to Master Shake to get chicks?
Well, my advice to Master Shake?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't do it. You will not.
It's not going to happen.
There is no universe where Master Shake will get a chick unless, and the chick she can get is one you don't want. I'm not going to say, there's a pot for every lid. There's a key for every lock.
Yes.
But I don't think, especially with as short a fuse and level of tolerance as he has, I don't think whoever would accept him,
Yes.
I don't think he would accept them. I feel like he would be one of those guys like, no, I only date supermodels. I'm like, dude, you are not a supermodel magnet. You need to play your field.
Know the game you're playing.
There's somebody out there for you. They can make you very happy. You can have a wonderful life, but it ain't going to be a supermodel. And in reality, you'd probably want to murder if you had a supermodel. You'd be like, this is a nightmare. This is a living nightmare.
Yeah, Shake likes food too much to date a supermodel.
Yeah, I also feel like Shake doesn't understand human anatomy or what. I really don't think he knows what sex is.
I don't think so
He's
either.
basically like a 5-year-old or maybe a really late blooming 6th grader who maybe knows the word sex but doesn't in general maybe sort of knows the concept of what it means. Like two people are kind of doing something private with each other, but he doesn't know the nuts and bolts of what it actually entails.
The details, yeah.
But he knows he should be doing it because that's what cool guys do.
Because he sees it on TV.
Yes, he likes the idea of it.
Yeah.
But doesn't really know what it is. And in fact, if it actually ever happened or was presented in front of him, he'd probably find it quite gross.
Yeah, he wouldn't actually be interested. He's like, oh, that's what that is?
He'd be like, oh, with that thing? No, I'm not getting anywhere near
No,
there.
thank you.
Yeah. You know what? But can you just tell everybody we did it? Because I don't want to explain why, because you're gross and you smell, and I don't want to embarrass you about it. So if you could just tell everybody that I was the best lover you ever had,
Yeah, and
that'd be really helping you out.
What a guy! What a Master Shake!
Exactly.
A real Romeo here to the ladies.
Uh-huh.
Dana, thank you so much. Is there anything?
Next time we do this,
Yes, you'll have bigger forearms. I know.
I'm hoping that you're gonna. I need you to cull some questions so we can give out some of our patented Shake relationship and personal advice, like our advice column.
We can totally make that happen.
Yeah,
I would
so
love to do that.
Get some questions together from your fans,
My fans.
not listeners.
I call them my lovers.
See, that's good. That's probably more appropriate than saying are my fans.
Yeah, fans is too personal for me. I go with lover.
Yeah.
Is there anything besides your musical that you're working on that you could tell us about?
Well, I'm doing all of our little shows, all the shows I've been doing, kind of. I got in a new show, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. But I'll tell you, I'm very
Entourage?
excited about. No, I wish. Wouldn't that be ironic?
And that's what you're most known for after that? Your role is such a breakout?
Let me tell you something. I'd take it. Listen, I'm an actor, whatever it is. Hey, you're the toilet guy that eats the shit from the toilet. That's me, buddy. Yes.
Yeah, see, that's you put the craft first above anything else.
That's right. I put the check first. Whatever gets me out of the pool house is what I'll do.
Where can people find you, Dana?
I don't know.
What's your address?
I mean, I don't know. I have Instagram. I think it's Eye of the Snyder.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Eye of the Snyder.
I mean, if they send something, I'll probably get back to you in about 2 years because I never check. I have Cameo. That's probably what I do the most because it sends me alerts.
There you go.
It says, hey, you got a message on Cameo.
Find Dana on Cameo. That's cameo.com/Eye of the Snyder. On Instagram, that is instagram.com/Eye of the Snyder.
I have Twitter or whatever the hell it's called now. Musk or something. I don't know what they call it. Whatever it is.
Muskie Post, yeah.
Yeah, Muskies.
Yeah, Muskie. Yeah, you can find him on Muskie.
That's this new line of truck stops he's coming out with. Muskie's truck stop.
Somebody dresses up with as him. It's a big
Yeah, he's walking around like doing weird cartwheels and whatever that speed or whatever he does. Molly's just like it's just that Bucky Beaver, but on Molly.
On ketamine, yeah.
Yeah, ketamine. There you go.
Yeah, well, you are on X.com at
There we
Dana
go.
Snyder is where you're hanging out there.
Oh.
Dana, thank you so much for doing this. It was so much fun.
Thank you,
great
Ronnie.
to finally get you on this show. I appreciate you.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you.
In case you missed that announcement, Master Shake, not Dana Snyder, okay? Master Shake will be answering your life questions here on the podcast. Life questions, dating advice, whatever you need. I'm very, truly excited about this. It's always been this kind of pipe dream to be able to continue the world of Aqua Teen through this podcast. And here we are, Dana Snyder, just offering it to us right here. Dana and I are both very excited about this. As I record this, Dana is in Alabama now, so he doesn't have a whole lot going on while they are ramping up to do this Frozen production. So we will be recording this probably sooner than later. So submit your questions to Master Shake at dancingisforbidden.com. There is a contact form on the site. You can submit that way. You could leave a voicemail if you want, I suppose. I could play him your voicemail, and he can respond to you that way. Or you can just email hello@dancingisforbidden.com. These aren't your Aqua Teen questions. These aren't questions for Dana. These are questions for Master Shake to help you with your life. Now, whether or not Master Shake can really help you, I don't know. But legally, this will be advice, and that much I can guarantee. Get us your questions sooner than later. Master Shake wants to help you out. And by the way, stick around. We do have a tiny bit more Master Shake in the podcast for you. And also, hang out to the very end here, folks, because Dave Willis has something to say about the previous episode we covered, She Creatures. So stick around to the very end to hear something from Dave Willis, of course, Aqua Teen co-creator, voice of Meatwad, voice of Carl. You know who Dave Willis is. He is Dana Snyder's landlord. We heard it in the episode here. So back to Chick Magnet, all right? I have a few more thoughts on this episode. I was really thinking about, Meatwad says it in his more sensitive state, that Shake really ties up his ego to this purchase, right? He could have just admitted, hey, the Chick Magnet sucks. I want my fucking money back. Instead, he doubled down on it, refusing to admit any sort of wrongdoing, despite the fact that he didn't really do anything wrong, right? As far as he could tell, a company had tricked him, which is nothing to be ashamed about. And I noticed that so often in life, people aligning themselves to things that ultimately they have no stake in, aligning themselves to, let's say, companies that don't actually care about them. Think, the console wars for video games. Think, Android versus iPhone, that whole debate. Or we see it politically. People tie themselves to political parties and then tie their own worth to those parties and can't admit when anything goes wrong within those parties because it's somehow a reflection of themselves. So just my plea to humanity in 2025 is don't be like Master Shake in Chick Magnet, all right? Don't tie yourself to some bullshit that has nothing to do with you. It's not good. We saw it here in the episode. Shake could have just said he was wrong, and it would have been fine. Now, look, here's the interesting thing, okay? And this is something that Aqua Teen does a lot, is that we are led to believe that the Chick Magnet doesn't really work, right? Shake brings it to the rave. The women are not interested. Then we see it kind of works in a way that we don't expect, which is making the guys tap into their feminine side a little bit more. Then at the end, we see it actually does work, at least literally, and that it does literally attract women to it. Now, just because you have brought women against their will to your vicinity doesn't mean they're going to want to date you like the commercials seem to imply. But that's something that Aqua Teen does a lot, where they play with our expectations on things. For example, Halloween just passed as I record this. I'm thinking about the shaving episode, a great Halloween episode of Aqua Teen, where we are led to believe that Willie Nelson, not that Willie Nelson, but the Willie Nelson in the episode, played wonderfully by Tom Sharpling, that he's not this crazy psycho character. But then we see at the end he is, right? Aqua Teen loves to do this, and I love having that little trick played on me, where you never quite know where things are going to go. So Chick Magnet, to me, felt really like a classic older Aqua Teen episode. I really like this one. This is easily my favorite of the season so far as we work our way through it. Now, maybe my thoughts will change as we see some more as we work through this wonderful show, this season that I'm really enjoying. But so far, Chick Magnet, of the 4 we've talked about, is my favorite. I suppose now is a good time for your monthly update on the cartoon I am working on with Aqua Teen co-creator Matt Maiellaro. Let me tell you, big news here. We've settled on a name for the thing, all right? Get ready for it. It's called Those Cats, okay? Those Cats is the name, and we're sticking to it. In fact, we got ourselves a website now. You could find it at thosecats.org. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help but get a .org. That's .organization if you're not familiar. I thought that was so stupid. I'm like, yeah, let's get a .org. The .com was available, but for like $1,000, and I don't got that kind of money. Maybe Matt does. I mean, he did make Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Let me check his bank account and see. I'll get back to that. But the show is called Those Cats. If you're unfamiliar, I mean, I guess I kind of explained everything. Matt and I are working on a show. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. Go to that website, and it's pretty basic, all right? I'm not a master web host or anything like that, but you could see the work in progress clip there, and there's a couple little drawings up there. Why not? Having fun with it, okay? So real quick, wanted to tell you that I asked Matt, because it took us a while to settle on a name here, and he suggested Those Cats a while ago. I'm like, yeah, that's fine, whatever, but I don't know why we didn't just go with it. So I asked Matt, I'm like, is this the longest it's ever taken you to name a show? And he said yes, this is the longest it's ever taken him. In his 30 years of television experience, this is the longest it's taken him for this silly little cat cartoon that we are doing. But the goal for me is I'm doing all of it except for like the writing, some of the writing. I wrote the first episode, but some of the writing and Matt and I are voicing the characters. I'm doing the visuals is the point. And so my goal with that is to get this first one done. These are shorts, by the way, a minute long, maybe. Get this first one done by the end of the year. That's my goal. I'm sticking to it. And I am trying to work this into my weekly schedule because as I've found, just expecting to randomly, arbitrarily have time to do it isn't quite working out the way I expected. I'm pretty busy, all right? And you're like, Ronnie, what are you so busy with? Well, let me see. I got my my very important Target overnight stocking job that I do. That's my real passion. We're right there. I got to spend some time with my wife. Master Shake can't relate to that, but I got to, have a normal life, have some friends, things like that. What else have I been up to besides working on stuff? I got another podcast I do about King of the Hill. It's called Yep, and you can find that at yeppodcast.com. If you like King of the Hill, check that out. That keeps me a little busy besides working on this show. And, I found out that my friend doesn't like getting his balls touched, so I keep writing song snippets and then sending them to him, compulsively. I can't stop. Here, I'll play you the most recent one. Baby, don't touch my balls tonight.
Baby, don't touch my balls tonight. Baby, don't touch my balls tonight. Get your hands off, girl. Baby, don't touch my balls tonight. Baby, don't touch my balls. Baby, don't touch. The family jewels are for family only.
And if you're thinking, Ronnie, if you need more time to do creative projects, maybe cut out the songs about not touching your friend's balls. Fuck you, that's my response to that. I'll never compromise on this. This is the one thing that I put my foot down on. This is my muse. This is the one thing that brings me true happiness. You gotta accept that, okay? You can't change me. But you wanna know what you can do? You can write into the podcast, and sometimes I'll read it on the podcast. And you know who did do that? Over at dancingisforbidden.com. That's where you could reach out. DM Devlin sent us a wonderful message that I am just so excited to share with you. DM Devlin says, recent listener but longtime Aqua Teen fan. Been watching ever since the beginning in the early days of Adult Swim, then in parentheses, all kids out of the pool. Back when Dust Devil's Decode was still the theme music for the block. Hell yeah. You know what? Thank you, DM Devlin, for this message, first of all, because I didn't know the name of that track, but now I do. Dust Devil, you killed it on that one. Whenever I hear that, I think about being a little kid and then like waking up in the middle of the night and hearing that. Or, you know, maybe when Adult Swim would come on and I'd say, oh man, all my kids' cartoons are over. All this adult stuff is coming on. By the way, all kids out of the pool, not a lot of people know this, or maybe they do. I'm kind of just making that up, but I'm not making this up. That is Louis C.K. who would say, "Oh, kids out of the pool." That was him. Back to DM Devlin's message here. So, my mom is also a huge fan. I unfortunately missed out on seeing the movie on the big screen, but ended up owning a copy when it released on DVD. The moment that made my mom and I laugh uncontrollably may surprise you. All right, DM Devlin, let's see it here. Let's see if I'm surprised. It was when the Insanoflex is first shown, being used as a coat rack. At the time, we had a Gazelle, remember that thing? In our living room that we were given by my aunt. This is Ronnie coming in. No, I don't know that thing. I wasn't privileged in those ways. A Gazelle? Back in my day, that was an animal. Okay, let's jump back into it. We used it once and proceeded to just hang coats on it for the rest of its existence. We paused the movie, looked at each other, turned around to look at the Gazelle, and just laughed and laughed. That is great, right? When you see Aqua Teen reflecting in your life in these ways I've touched on the podcast many times, like, when Master Shake doesn't pay the electricity bill or something like that. Master Shake says, well, at least we have the electricity. Electricity gets shut off. He says, at least we have each other. And my mom turns to me and says, that's your dad. So I totally get it here. I love that. That is so great. DM Devlin, not done here, goes on to say, my mom and I still revisit Aqua Teen. It was a true comfort show for her when I was in high school and my parents were going through a rough patch with their finances. Aqua Teen, Frisky Dingo, and Saul of the Mole Men were my mom's go-to shows on Adult Swim for that comforting laugh. My dad, on the other hand, was unsettled watching Aqua Teen, as for some reason he equated it to VeggieTales and was confused why it was so vulgar, and we could not convince him otherwise. DM Devlin, I hope that you have showed your dad the Bible Fruit episode at least. Maybe that kind of full circle moment will flip a switch in his brain and make him realize this is not VeggieTales. Just throw that preconceived notion out the window there. DM Devlin continues, thank you for all you do with the podcast, as it helps me get through my work days. Hell yeah. I still quote you to my... I think DM Devlin made a typo here. They say, I still quote you to my cock workers. Okay, and if that is not a typo, are you hiring? Because I would love to work at that establishment. Let me get back to it here. I believe DM Devlin meant, I still quote you to my co-workers. This is a Ronnie quote here. To anyone that says never meet your heroes, I say, get better fucking heroes, end quote. Now this is Ronnie coming in. I hope I wasn't that vulgar when I said that. Holy smokes. DM Devlin finishes saying, I could not agree more, as I've met my own hero, Mick Foley, more than once, and it was always insanely positive. Hell yeah. I mean, my impression of Mick Foley, he's always seemed like a stand-up guy, a nice guy. I could totally see that. But I stand by my sentiment, even if I did say it as vulgarly as that. The Aqua Teen guys have always been such an inspiration for me since I was 10 years old. And I mean, you could hear it here in this podcast. Now look, it wasn't my first time meeting Dana. It wasn't even the first time Dana's been kind of featured on this podcast. I have emailed with him a few times and read his emails here. But this was my first time having him on the show, and just such a nice guy, such a positive experience. And that goes for everyone else I've talked to on Aqua Teen. They've always been so giving. Matt Maiellaro has gone on to be a good friend to me, and everyone else on the show is just always like, they're so quick to respond, like to help out with the podcast or anything like that. So I stand by that sentiment. just try and pick better heroes when you can, okay? Now, I don't have advice for that. I didn't, specifically go out and seek good people who made a show. I just kind of fell into that. I've said before, my favorite band are the Smashing Pumpkins, and Billy Corgan, a musical hero, but never somebody that I ever wanted to meet, interestingly enough. So I guess just keep an eye out for that. But back to DM Devlin's message, because there is something I want to touch on, which is Aqua Teen being a comfort show for his mom. I appreciate you sharing that, because it's probably pretty safe to say that Aqua Teen is a comfort show for just about everybody listening to this, right? It's been there for us in those darker times when maybe there wasn't a whole lot else to make us laugh. I know it certainly was that show for me growing up. I've gotten private messages from several listeners expressing that same thing, how they were at such a low, and Aqua Teen and this podcast helped them during those times. So it's little details like that that really keep me interested in sticking around in this space, because it's this kind of human connection that we all have to this stupid show about a talking fucking milkshake and French fries and all this stuff, right? It's so crazy. It's so Dadaist, so absurdist, but sometimes we need that stupidity and that silliness to get us through whatever it is that we are going through. So, DM Devlin, tell your mom I said hi. And I don't mean that in an inappropriate way, but tell your cockworkers that I say hi as well, and I do mean that very inappropriately. DM Devlin isn't the only one heading to dancingisforbidden.com to leave a message here. We got ourselves a voice message from a familiar name on the podcast. Let's hear what they gotta say.
Hey, Ronnie. This is Jeremy, a.k.a. Calixto from the Patreon. I really enjoy the podcast. It's funny, informative, and well-produced. Mainly, though, I'm here to say I loved hearing your grandpa's potential podcast on the Marines episode. I'm not sure how to end this message, so keep up the great work.
Calixto himself calling in, okay? Calixto was a longtime supporter on the Patreon for, let's say, 10 years. Thank you for your 10 years of support, Calixto, and thank you for this message that you left about the Marines coverage, which was definitely one of the most fun podcast episodes I've made for the show. Like getting to relate Aqua Teen, kind of like what we were talking about with DM Devlin's message, relating Aqua Teen to my life, where it gave me an excuse to kind of look into the Marines and by extension, pull out these, how old? 50, 60-year-old at this point recordings from my grandfather that he sent in from Vietnam when he was in the Marines over there. Was really a lot of fun, and there was so much positive feedback about that episode. So thank you for calling in with that. It means a lot to me when people just reach out saying, "Hey, that was a good episode. I like that." I mean, it just makes me so happy. So thank you, DM Devlin, Calixto. If you want to leave your own messages, that is dancingisforbidden.com. But Calixto isn't the only one who liked the Marines coverage, all right? Because now we are moving on to an announcement of who is the winner of the Dancing is Forbidden 4-year giveaway, okay? If you don't remember, listener of the show and just absolute fucking unit, Eric Lawrence, hooked us up here. He wanted to celebrate 4 years of Dancing is Forbidden by paying what was probably several $100s for an art piece for the podcast to give away to a fellow listener. Eric Lawrence, really a financial kingpin in the Dancing is Forbidden world. And to enter that, I asked you listeners, you faithful listeners, what is your favorite episode of the podcast and why? Now look, there was a method behind my madness. This wasn't just to stroke my ego, all right? It's because I wanted this expensive art piece, there's real gold in this piece, to go to a real listener. You might be aware I have a pretty popular Instagram page in the Aqua Teen world. That is at Aqua Teen Pod. Link to that in the description. Link to everything in the description to this podcast episode, by the way. I didn't want somebody on Instagram who doesn't listen to the show just like trying to enter to get this thing. So we had that giveaway going on. I left it open for a few months here. Finally closed it because I hate to say, all right, get ready for this. Not that many people entered it. I was flabbergasted. We've had people fighting tooth and nail for sticker giveaways in the past, but not for like a $200 art piece. But hey, it is what it is. And I appreciate those of you who did write in. I loved seeing what your favorite episode of the podcast is and why. It's good feedback just to know what people are responding to. And the winner here was completely random. I just took all eligible entries and just did a random number generator. And the winner is, get ready for it, you know him, UK Do Tamashi, supporter of the show. He is the Gabriel who asked a question to Dana Snyder in this episode. And Gabriel said that his favorite episode of the podcast is the Marines. So, Calixto, you're not the only one that liked that one. So, hopefully Gabriel will take some pictures and send them my way. I'll put a link in the description if you want to see what this piece looked like. And I do want to shout out the artist here. Very Handsome Shrimp is his Instagram handle. He is also known as Bob the Gilder because he makes these just wonderful cartoon pieces with, again, real gold. So he was great to work with. I really enjoyed getting to talk to him. I talked to him a little bit in the past. I asked him how much his pieces were, and they're out of my price range because, again, I work at Target, but not out of the price range of Eric, who set all this up. So, Eric, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who entered this. And Gabriel, congratulations. It's already been shipped. I sent you the tracking info. Excited to see it. But again, if you want to see that piece, I can show you some pictures now. Just look in the description to this podcast episode. So hey, if you've enjoyed this episode, then it would really mean a lot if you would share it with a friend who likes Aqua Teen. If you're in an Aqua Teen group, that would really, truly mean a lot to me. And to Dana. It would really help Dana's career. It's more for him than for me, to be honest with you. I'm being selfless by saying that. So if you could share this specific podcast for Dana Snyder's benefit, I think that that'll really help him out in the long run here. Of course, I need to thank the supporters of this show, the people who back this show financially. If it wasn't for these folks, I simply could not continue to do this. At least with any sort of schedule, right? I mean, I know we're down to once a month now, but that's better than once a year, which is what it would probably be otherwise. So if you would like to support this show, head on over to dancingisforbidden.com/support. By supporting the show, you also get a backlog of episodes, of premium episodes at the $5 level. That includes colon movie film for theater coverage, deep diving into other Adult Swim shows. In fact, a couple days ago, or I guess yesterday, I just put up a premium episode that my friend Rob and I did where we are watching through and talking about 2 Beavis and Butthead episodes, which was a goddamn blast. So if you like Beavis and Butthead, go check that out. And don't just take my word for it, okay? Over on the Dancing is Forbidden Discord server for supporters only, supporter Zeus is ranting and raving over there. Okay, now look, I may be hyperbolic about that, but she seems to enjoy it, and she hasn't been wrong yet. So thank you to everyone supporting the show at dancingisforbidden.com/support. Most of all, thank you to our Highlander Robinson, and I hate to say, Master Shake, he had a bit of an issue with this title.
There can be only one!
Sorry, Robinson. As you well know, to Highlander, there can be only one. So, suck it.
Yeah, sorry, Robinson.
Yeah, sorry, you've been wasting your time. You could have lived to a ripe old age. But instead, you made the biggest mistake of your life. Or maybe Ronnie did. Because now you're on my radar.
I mean, can't you guys just, share the title, maybe? Do you have to be the only
Ronnie,
one? Oh.
Shut up!
Okay.
There can be only one! What part of that phrase don't you understand?
I guess all of it.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's why you're not a Highlander, or you don't even understand the rules of it.
Shake, I'm sorry.
Listen, that's all right. You can't be expected to know the rules of Highlander, us Highlanders, without being one yourself, and we're glad you're not. Otherwise, you would have been.
Know.
Trust me, you would have been snuffed out long ago, my friend.
I was just trying to be nice.
You would have been like the first. You would have been the number one Highlander who was the first one who started the rules.
All right, I'm just going to fade this out because this goes on for 20 more minutes. And no, I wasn't crying, okay? I had something in my eye. And it was raining, too. That's what you were hearing. Evidently, I wasn't legally cleared to give out the title of Highlander. It wasn't mine to give, even though I've been giving it on this podcast for 3 years or something. So, Robinson, your support really means a lot right now that I have a lawsuit on my hands. I appreciate you. I want to give a shout out to Luz, who signed up to support the show back in May of 2024. And they've been on this whole goddamn time as a number one in the Hood G tier supporter. Luz, thank you so much. I still am not 100% sure on how to pronounce this name here, but it's always a little fun, little twister. It keeps me mentally sharp, but I want to thank all of the number one in the Hood G tier patrons: Ian, Captain Buford, Nick, Jason, Lesher, Tone69, Swimwiki, Lurvinator, Jonathan, Luz. Thank you again for signing up. UK No Tamashi and Tyler. You guys can keep your chick magnet right in the living room any day of the week, all right? I'm not going to ask you to move it. I think it looks good. I'll see you next month here. The first Monday of December, we are talking about Season 6, Episode 5's The Creature from Plaque Lagoon. And I have reached out to Aqua Teen artist Todd Redner for this one. Todd's been on the podcast before. He's a funny guy. I think it'll be a good time. Lots of cool drawings in that one. Lots of cool character art, which I assume Todd was behind. I know he designed the original Wong Burger, and I suspect he designed the second one that we will see in that episode. So I just emailed him, haven't heard back yet, but I'm sure he'll say yes. And if not, then I'll, I don't know, send him a bunch of videos of me crying or something. Then he'll probably just say yes after that. So I'll see you then. Till then, keep it cool. Take it easy. Bye-bye!
Dancing is forbidden. Dancing is forbidden.
All right, I'm coming in to play you some unheard exclusive clips from Dave Willis about She Creature. I'm putting this at the end because I'm going to insert this audio into She Creature. I haven't done it yet as Chick Magnet comes out here in November of 2025, so chances are you haven't heard this yet. But if you have heard this in She Creature, like if you're listening to this much later, then you could skip this. There's nothing here for you. But if you're listening to this when it comes out, this will be new to you, unless you heard it when I shared it online in a couple spots. But regardless, the story is, last month, I was working on She Creature. Of course, we had John Brest and Lear Bunda on that one. And I found I still had a couple questions for Dave specifically about this one. So I reached out to Dave. I'm like, hey, I've got these questions. Would you want to come on the podcast so we could talk about it? And at first he's like, oh yeah, that sounds great. And then we were trying to schedule it. We were both pretty busy, so our schedules didn't align. I'm like, Dave, how about you just send in some voice clips? That'll be easier for us, because I only had a couple little questions. And he was also saying he didn't remember a lot specifically from that episode. So he's like, yeah, that's great. I'll send them later today. And this was a couple days before the episode had to go out. And they never showed up. I never got any voice clips. And I'm like, well, maybe he just really didn't have anything he wanted to share. So no worries. I'm not going to bug him over such a small little part, right? Well, later I'm talking to Dave, and I kind of mention him not sending stuff in, and he's like, no, I sent those. They ended up in my freaking spam box because he emailed these voice clips to me, and my Gmail account thought he was spamming. I don't know why, but Dave did send them, so that's why they weren't in that episode. I found this out after She Creature came out, so here is what Dave Willis had to say about She Creature.
Ronnie, you've asked me about She Creature. I barely remember making this episode. And no, I was not in the throes of addiction at the time. I rewatched She Creature, and I think we probably should have ended it with Shake just explaining the threesome that he never participated in to a room full of eggs underneath the credits. You asked what it was like to work with Steve Sharippa and Vincent Pastore. I don't remember. Maybe they were, I'm sure they were great and very professional, and they sounded awesome. But I was on a Sopranos kick, so I think we were only working with them because we couldn't get James Gandolfini or Michael Imperioli or Edie Falco or Steven Van Zandt or Tony Sirico or Robert Eiler, that's the guy who played the kid, or Lorraine Bracco, the psychiatrist, or Dominic Chianese. or Drea D'Amato. These must have been all the people that turned us down. So there's the story.